it's Julian here again, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for jumping on. I just thought I'd get on quickly tonight and go through a few little things that I've been asked and had comments on, and this is to show the decks that I've used and what I've trained on, so I thought I'd quickly get on board and do that. The decks I'll go through, I'll show in a bit more detail individually on different videos, but yeah, I think I've only got about 8 and a couple of Oracle decks, so that's fine. When I first started my journey a few years back, I did what most people do and jumped on and got the normal deck here, or the main traditional deck, which is the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. It is a wonderful little deck here, and I really enjoyed learning with it, and I found that it was very, very, very interesting to sort of go through this deck and learn the meanings and everything like that. And as I say, it's probably not as diverse as a lot of the decks that are out here these days, but yeah, it is something that is really good to learn on, and it's a deck that I love, and I won't get rid of it too quickly. The next deck I got, because it was fairly new and modern, was this one here, which is the Classic Tarot by Barbara Moore. Very, very beautiful deck, very modern and very sort of bright and colourful, and really great to learn with, really good for a beginner. Comes with a nice little magnetic sort of lock on it. The book itself is great. It's probably one of the best decks and guidebooks that I've had. All the pages are colour, really wonderful, and it's set out in sequence of the 1s through to 9s, and it's really good if you're wanting to learn the numbers and for numerology and stuff like that. So yeah, that's something that's really worth a look if that's what you're into. The back of the cards are like that there, so totally reversible, really good. And that's the cards themselves, so they're really, really modern, really, really colourful. Yeah, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, the next deck I got was sort of about when the Game of Thrones is on, so for all you Game of Thrones fans, I've got the Game of Thrones Tarot, which is a wonderful, wonderful deck, based on the Rider-Waite-Smith as well, and based around all the characters of the show. So it comes in a nice little kit set, as you see there, nice little box, nice little guidebook and cards there. The cards themselves are really sort of wonderful. As I say, they're all based on the characters of the show, and that's the back there. Really good for a beginner, actually, because obviously it's Rider-Waite-Smith, and if you really enjoy the Game of Thrones, it'll make you want to learn. So yeah, and this is sort of the artwork here. Different style, but really, really wonderful. Awesome. Okay, everyone who knows me knows I like cats, and I find them very mysterious, and they help guide me in all sorts of things. So I had to get a cat tarot deck, and Cats Rule the Earth is one of my tarot decks that I've got, and it's really, really wonderful if you're into your cats. I did use this for a little while until I got my other decks here, but it's a real great deck to learn on. The deck is some of it is based on the Rider-Waite, but there's also some which is slightly different, but that's fine. Comes in a nice little box, as you saw. The guidebook itself is really good. Not a lot of info, but it's just enough to get you through, as you can see. Just love that skull of the cat there. And the cards themselves, once again, on the back. Great. Totally reversible as well. And that's the style of artwork there. Really nice actually. Okay, and another thing which I really love is my archangels and my spirit guides and that as well. So I had to get a deck which involved the angels. So This is probably one of my favourite decks when it comes to the Angels, or is my favourite deck, and it's the Angel Wisdom Tarot by Radley Valentine. Comes in a nice little box, as you can see. Very diverse, very modern. The guidebook is really chunky and got a lot of information in it, especially about the Archangels, as you can see. Yeah. And things like the swords, they're called, fire and that sort of thing. So, but that's okay. These are the cards here. The artwork's fantastic on these cards, and they all come with little messages on the bottom there, which are really fantastic and heartfelt and that sort of thing as well. Love this little Two of Pentacles. Fantastic deck. Okay. After that, my next deck is one I really love. It's the Wild Unknown Tarot deck and guidebook. It's really, really different, and it's great to interpret this. As you say, each deck you can interpret different ways, and if you love a deck, it's going to make you want to learn, so it's great. Comes with a nice little guidebook, all done by Kim Kranz. And I'm assuming it's in her handwriting, as you can see. Each card generally has its own page. So once again, a good little deck for the beginner. And the cards obviously come in a little box themselves, so you can carry it around once it's out of the bigger box there. And here we go, here's the back. Wonderful, totally reversible. And I learnt a lot on this deck because it made me use my intuition more, and it enabled me to interpret a lot differently than I would say the Rider-Waite deck. Yeah. But as I say, it's got a lot of different colours in it, and black and white as well. So it's a straight to the point deck. Also centered around different animals and the lines, and that to me is all about energy and stuff like that sort of thing. So, but yeah, it's a wonderful little deck, and yeah, it's really, really good if you want something that's a little bit different. Okay, my second favorite deck at this stage is this one here, and it's the Light Seers Tarot, and it's done by Chris Ann. Wonderful deck, very modern, very diverse. Comes in a nice little box, and the guidebook is wonderful as well, as you can see. A lot of information in the book here. It's fantastic. And the cards themselves, they all love that back there. Look at that. Totally reversible again. But the colours and the artwork is fantastic, and it's another deck which you love and you love to learn, and then it just gives you obviously different sort of interpretations of different sort of things. I love this deck when it comes to relationship sort of readings, so fantastic. Just look at that. Beautiful. And at the moment, my all-time favourite deck is this one here. It's the Biddy Tarot deck by Bridget Esselmont. I'm actually part of this community, so it's really, really wonderful. And the thing I like about this deck here is how modern it is, how diverse it is, the great use of colours, and there's no actual faces on the characters, which gives you another way of looking at cards and another way of actually sort of interpreting them, so which is really great. As you can see, the colours great. Just Bridget's done such a fantastic job on this deck. Even the edging is nice little purple shiny, and as I say, the colours of it are great. Just love every bit of it. So fantastic, and as I say, this is one of the main decks that I trained on because it gives you a whole new different way of sort of interpreting the cards in a more modern and wonderful way. Now, I do also love the moon, and it's very mysterious, and I just love the energy that comes from it. So this is the first Oracle deck I did get, which is the Moonology Oracle cards by Yasmin Boland. Wonderful, wonderful deck. And yeah, it's something I've always had an interest in, and 44 cards in this deck, all centered around the moon, and wonderful, wonderful. And this just adds a bit of flavour to the readings I do, and it's just wonderful. It's just, you know, you pull a little card like this at the end of the reading there, and it's really great. And I do have also an interest in the chakras, which I'm still just getting to now. So the other Oracle deck I got was this one here, the Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards, and it's by Tori Hartman. Wonderful little deck, nice and brightly coloured. And the it all comes in, as I say, little guidebook here. It's all done in its colours and the chakras, and goes through all a lot of detail there. And the cards themselves are great, full of colour. This little fella going up his path, I absolutely love that. And yeah, that's some of the artwork there, and it's really, really good. As I say, another card to pull at the end of your readings there to pin it all together and give it a little, I guess, different flavour to the readings you give. And I've really loved sort of doing those, and it's turned out really well. So yes, so that's what I have deck wise. What I'll do is I'll go into each of these decks in a bit more detail in individual videos. I've already done a couple now already, I think, but I might redo them anyway. But yeah, thanks for popping in board. If you liked what you see, please comment, please subscribe below. If you have any decks you think I'd like to have a look at, yes, just let me know. And yeah, let me know if you've used these decks. And the next video I'll go through a bit more detail of one of these decks. And thank you for watching, and God bless, and I'll catch up to you soon. Take care.